Bonjour et bienvenue à Des Mythes et des Hommes, the only podcast to have only one episode with a Google translated French intro. I am your host, Adam Holcomb, and I am joined by co-host, Dylan Blumenberg.
Hola, mi hermanos.
And we are happy to have special guest, Valia Corridor, with us today.
Salut.
Nice.
Oh, such a great language barrier breaking beginning. That's why I love this podcast.
I don't even know how to say that in German. What I said. I took German for 3 years.
I think it's bienvenue.
That's French.
Oh yeah, that is
Pretty
right.
sure it's bienvenue. Or maybe like hola, mi hermano or something. It's probably German.
Our podcast brings together three unknowledgeable and kind of languagely knowledgeable individuals. Oh, okay. Who spend a day pretending to be experts on mythology. Each week we will discuss a different god or creature, rotating out the lead mythologist. And we will discuss its habits, its attitudes, we will tell a tale, and we will end on a debate on who would win in a mythological fight club. And today's lead mythologist will be myself.
Do it.
Adam.
Let me just preface this by saying, let's kill the streak of having things fuck each other in the ass on this one.
Or
I don't
let's
think
continue.
anything got actually fucked in the ass last episode.
Persephone did.
You know, Persephone.
Yeah,
Persephone. It's Persephone, I think.
I thought it was Pasiphae.
Passephone. Yeah,
I
you're
don't
right. You're
think
probably.
any of those are right.
She definitely got it in the vag
In the pooper.
from behind.
You can't have a kid if it's not in the vag. Dylan.
Oui.
But it doesn't
Oh,
count
we're so
against
French,
God
and I love it.
if it's not in the ass. What?
All right,
Oui.
creature today. It's a goddess. Her name is Epona.
Oh yeah, the pony
Epona,
chick from
which- Epona means
Oh, you mean
great
the-
mare. I'm gonna fuck you in the ass. Epona, which means great mare, comes from the Gaulish language for
Gaelic.
horse. It's not Gaelic, it's Gaulish.
Nope.
From the Gaul region, which is pretty fitting for our intro because Gaul is where modern day France is. And like a lot more of Europe too, but
What's Europe?
it's a continent, kind
It's
of.
this little island.
And this gives rise to the Welsh word. So the Gaulish language for horse gives rise to the Welsh word ebol, meaning foal, and together with the augmentative suffix on, plus the usual Gaulish feminine singular a,
Oh my
you
god.
combine it all together,
What
and
is
it gives
this?
you ebolona, which is almost Epona, so they tried, I guess.
Is this
I
Mr.
didn't know
Moriarty's
this was
English
of
class?
English and men.
This is the etymology. We always talk about where the names come from.
We definitely don't
And she's
always
from
talk
the-
about it.
No, not always, no. She's from the Gallo-Roman religion, which ties into pretty much nearby modern France.
What part of France?
All of France. Like France and then some surrounding countries were Gaul.
Is it near Lyon?
Yeah.
What about
Right next to
Marseille?
Lyon. Paris. A little west
near,
of Paris.
Near Nice?
Nice.
It's pronounced nice.
What about Toulouse? Near Toulouse?
You know
Huh?
so many French cities.
What about Guingamp?
You're just looking at him.
Champagne.
man.
Guingamp? No, this is all soccer teams. They're named out the
Well,
cities.
no
so yeah.
wonder. Epona is protector of horses, goddess of fertility, guider of the dead, and dreamwalker. And I'd like to step into a little bit of each of these. So, protector of horses. It pertains not only to horses, but ponies, donkeys, and mules.
What about a mix, like a human-horse hybrid?
She only half protects those. Like, so a centaur,
Oh.
she'll half protect a centaur.
She'll kind of pay attention, like,
Yeah.
I guess.
I
I guess I'll handle
mean,
it.
if you do something stupid, I'm not going to help you, so you're
Yeah.
on your own. That kind of thing.
Gotcha.
She is depicted with a cornucopia, so you know she's all about that fertility. Some say she helps guide the dead to the other world as well, which could tie a little bit into her dreamwalker ability, I think. Speaking of which, she is said to bring you dreams atop her white mare, and helps you with them as long as you're willing to hang out with her.
Hang out with her?
Yeah, so
that
she
code?
like gives you great dreams,
She
but you
gonna
have to
sell
let her
you
come
weed?
with.
But you have to smoke some with her first.
I'm guessing she's just a little bit of annoying or something, so this is how she makes friends. Some claim she brings nightmares, though. And this is kind of what I wanted to step into was maybe her dreams and her nightmares that she brings is the people dealing with death, and she guides them over in death because some people are terrified, so it's a nightmare. But some people are old and they're willing to let it go, so it's like slipping into a dream. And that's how I think those two tie together. Although the name is Gaulish, many descriptions of Epona are in Latin, or more rarely so, Greek. A long Latin inscription for invoking Epona was found on a lead sheet in Rome du Sèvres. The inscription... What?
The sheet was made out of lead?
Yeah, it was a lead sheet.
What does that mean?
It was probably like...
It's a sheet of steel, dude.
A sheet of... Yeah.
Oh, okay. So did they okay, never mind.
It was carved into it. This is what the inscription says.
But lead's
Eponina.
pretty soft.
Lead is pretty soft. That's true.
So did they just write on the lead?
Probably just carved right into it.
Use a Sharpie?
Good.
Maybe a Sharpie. This is what the inscription said. Eponina, which means dear little Epona. Atanta, which means horse goddess. Potia, which means powerful mistress. Debonia, the good goddess.
The bone.
Kotana, of battle. And noble and good Vovesia.
You say
which are all various. Katona.
Is this French?
These would be kind of
Gaelic.
like Latin, Greek.
Gaelic? Okay.
It's Gaelic.
Got it.
And these are all various ways to call Epona. This is usually a calling in order to ask for help in romantic affairs.
Mm.
And Epona can be found all across the world. In stables, there's usually pictures of Epona. Sometimes they're hard to see, but they're there somewhere. And she's mentioned in the book, The Golden Ass. I'm sure you've all read.
Okay. I've seen the adult film by that name, if you know what I'm talking about.
I've touched it if you know what I'm talking about.
It was a Goldfinger parody.
Nice.
Dude, I'd watch that.
And a Les Miserables character is actually named after her. Can you guess which character that was?
Jack?
S.
No, wrong. It was Eponine.
I thought it was the guy, Hugh Jackman. He plays that guy in that movie. Thought it might have been Hugh Jackman.
No.
Hugh Jackman.
I'm going to generalize a little bit here, but pretty sure I'm not wrong. Epona is the namesake for everyone's favorite Legend of Zelda character. Can you guess which character that was?
Hugh
The
Jackman.
pony
Yes, correct. It was Epona.
from Legend of Zelda.
No joke. Never played any of the games.
Ocarina
Oh
of
my
Time
God.
is very good to this day. Would recommend.
It is.
Yeah?
Very good. To this day. Would recommend.
Probably not going to play it.
You fucking ass.
Too busy
I
watching
bought
MMA.
Twilight Princess recently and put in the disc to make sure it worked. And that's it.
I haven't played that one yet. I played the Wii version, but I haven't played the HD
The
remake.
HD version.
Are they all available on the Switch?
No.
No. God,
None
no.
of them are except for Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh, never mind. I was like, I'd get a Switch just to play all that shit, but
Dude, so would fucking like a million other people.
Yeah,
Side note.
Nintendo really needs to get with
Dude,
releasing
it's
like
so
a virtual
annoying.
console.
I've never been a
Oh,
Nintendo
man.
kid. Relax, you two. Jesus
No,
Christ.
I'm not angry at you.
I was in
It's
a
just,
war, huh?
know,
I couldn't get a Nintendo.
annoyed at Nintendo with this.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
releasing our anger at Nintendo.
I feel you.
But I mean, I get that Wii U. I'm not too worried about it anymore.
Epona's feast day is on December 18th.
Dude,
Nothing more to say there.
I know that day.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
December 18th?
Dude, that's a good day.
It's a good day to eat. Because it's Epona's feast day.
It's almost Christmas. You guys know that?
Yeah.
Who?
Happy Christmas, all our international people celebrating Christmas now.
Dude, my coworker celebrated Christmas in July this weekend.
Technically, wasn't Christ born around this time? So
I thought it was
I'm not the one
something
to
like
ask.
that. Yeah.
I am the one to ask.
I'm more into
he
the
was born
Koran.
around this time.
We'll get to that in episode 100.
Okay.
There is a cult called the Cult of Epona. They spread the word of their goddess, and they're usually very close to horses. So next time you see a horse girl, or guy, we're not sexist, look for a tattoo on their body depicting Epona.
Like their lower back or something?
Lower back,
tramp
inside
stamp
their
style?
elbows,
Dude, I'll get up on that lower back.
on their forehead.
Wait a minute. Where's the lower back of a horse?
Well, it wouldn't be on the horse; it'd be on the horsewoman. Like,
No.
you know, like
No.
or
That's
No.
not what I'm asking.
I would assume the part of the back near the butt.
This is like if a dog wore pants question.
The
Alright, continue.
Brits' aversion to eating horse meat likely stems from Epona, or also probably because horse meat is gross.
No, it
this
isn't.
one was really vague.
Have you ever had horse meat?
I am eating
God,
horse
no.
meat right now, and I tell you what, it's
Have
pretty
you had
fucking
horse
disgusting.
meat
Sick.
before?
Pretty
Boy.
What is wrong with you?
I haven't had horse meat, but I do want to try it actually.
Hey, guess where it's
Epona
legal.
looks down poorly at you.
Wait, what's legal?
Guess where it's legal.
Where?
Napon. So I'm
Napalm?
gonna try some Japan. So I'm gonna try some horse meat in Japan. Probably.
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
would want to try that.
Isn't like really tough or something.
I don't know. I guess it depends on the cut, probably.
Probably. On Mackinac Island, not too far from our own recording
Sure it's
studio in
not
Michigan. It's Mackinac. On Mackinac Island, not too
Are
far
you
from
sure
our
it's
own
not
recording
Mackinac?
studio. No, it's Mackinac.
Well done.
On Mackinac Island, not too far from our own recording studio in Michigan, at a location mentioned in an earlier podcast, Epona is celebrated each June with stable tours, a blessing of the animals, and a parade featuring Epona and Barkus.
I'll tour that stable if you know what I'm saying.
Are you saying Vargas?
Barkus.
Barkist?
Barkus.
B.A. Baracus?
I assume the latter is a pug of some sort. We actually have a neighbor dog, and his name is Barkley. He's a pug,
Dude, are
and
you
he
serious?
barks a lot. Yeah.
There's this YouTuber. Shout out to my boy William Osmond. He had a dog named Barkley, and it died recently. So
That's
there's
sad.
that.
There's a soccer player named Ross Barkley. So
Does he
Is
bark a lot?
dog?
he is actually, yes. He was in the Air Bud soccer movie.
Dude, he was the stand-in
Yeah.
for all the stunts. That's hilarious.
No CGI in that movie.
Epona is also worshipped today by neo-druids.
Those,
What
like,
the fuck is a
cyberpunk
neo-druid?
druids?
I have no fucking idea what a
Let's
neo-druid
just say
is.
they're cyberpunk druids and leave it at that.
Alright, works for me.
That's going to be my next creature, a neo-druid.
Perfect. Mythology was created through an early form of storytelling, so we like to spend a little bit of time delving into a tale that involves our subject. We will be a little bit more in-depth with analyzation to better understand the story, and each week you'll be able to bring a tale home to tell your horse, your crazy horse girl, and pray to your god Epona.
You pray the story?
Yeah, you pray the story. You don't do that?
I don't.
I don't know really.
I do pretty basic prayers like, Dear God, I want
Hail
you to
Mary,
just
full
murk
of grace.
that little bitch
The Lord is with
that-
thee.
that rejected me the other day.
Hallowed be thy
I wasn't
name.
even talking to her.
Thy kingdom come.
I just wanted a bit of coffee.
Thy will be done. Dude, no kid.
I loved your guys' dual prayers, and you did it so much better than I would have, where I would have just prayed a story.
I got nothing.
Alright, we're zooming. I'm gonna just hop right into this story. I'm
'Cause
feeling
Dylan's
good,
hot
guys.
and
Feeling
tired,
good.
so he can't.
Yeah, he is
His
hot
energy's
and
low.
tired.
It's hot and heavy in here, if you know what I mean.
You got a bull in there?
A bull?
You,
A bull? Yeah.
Dude, he's sweating it up.
you got a
Gonna have to
horse?
replace this carpet. He shit all over the place. He ground it in by stepping in it. I told him not to. He
It's not
just kept
shit.
doing it.
What a
Holy shit.
bastard. Alright, here's my story, folks. Fulvius Stellus hated women and used to consort with a mare, and in due time the mare gave birth to
mare?
a beautiful girl. Mare.
Mayor?
It's a female horse.
Mayor?
No, mare, not
Mare.
mayor. Mare.
Like
What are
the
you talking
mayor
about
of
politics
Portlandia?
for?
M-A-R-E. Mare.
Okay, a mare.
Like a nightmare.
Okay.
Like John Mayer, right?
Oh my god.
If I was invisible. It's not a John Mayer song.
God, please help me.
Is it
Make it
invisible?
through this podcast.
Or invincible?
I don't-
Because if he's invisible, that takes on a whole nother meaning. Alright, continue.
Fulvius Stellus hated women and used to consort with a mare, and in due
Alright. You're the worst
and in
person.
due time, the mare gave birth to a beautiful girl, and they named her Epona. She is the goddess that is concerned with protection of horses. So Agesilaus says in the 3rd book of his Italian history. So this guy, Fulvius Stellus, he's not really anyone special. He's just a Roman who hated women a lot. And
Typical
he chose
Roman.
to fuck a horse instead. And got a daughter. Apparently a beautiful daughter. Not a centaur, just a humanish. Turned into a goddess. And I think this is really where horse bestiality started. And I think the cult of Epona might still practice it today in hopes of bringing the...
they practice it. I've been to Tijuana, and I tell you, they practice it.
Oh, God. But they want to bring Epona back into mortal form, so they fuck horses.
Dude, that's messed up.
I know, right? And not at all made up.
I'd do it for $1.
Oh, nice.
That's
I also have a little bit of a nursery rhyme to tell.
Sick, bro.
Tell it.
A well-known nursery rhyme. It takes place from Banbury in Oxfordshire. You might know of it.
Yeah.
And ride a cock horse to Banbury Cross to see a fine lady on a white horse. With rings on her finger and bells on her toe, she shall have music wherever she goes.
That sounds like a euphemism, if I've ever heard one before.
You can't just gloss over the jewelry part. What was that about?
Bells on her toes?
So we'll get to that
How
in a
annoying
second.
would that be?
But I Google imaged cock horse, and it was not
Dude,
at all what I anticipated.
I almost
It's
spit
actually-
beer onto this mic. It's so close.
It's actually a type of saddle with a dildo in it.
Are you
And
serious?
you just hop on it.
Are you sure that's not the thing you hold on
And
to on a saddle?
It rocks back and forth.
That's definitely a
It's
subreddit.
supposed to be very pleasurable.
Do you remember that thing from Burn After Reading? That
Yeah,
what's
that's
the name?
exactly what I was trying to describe a little bit.
This is going to be on my search history now.
Okay, yeah. But she also had rings and bells on her toes. I don't know why you put bells on your toes, but apparently you want people to know you're coming.
Ah, yes. A children's book called Ride a Cock Horse. Man, this couldn't be any more unsafe for children.
You're probably on a list now, dude.
Probably. All it's showing is like toy horses that you see with kids running around in like the 1940s with their little stick horse thing, you know?
Is there an announcer?
Apparently that's a cock horse.
So, since this is a little bit of a callback in our last episode, Valia said that in my story I could have an underground labyrinth. So, Epona once went into an underground labyrinth.
Could she
That's all
get
the
out?
story is. Yeah, she got out.
Okay, so she's
She's
not.
a goddess. She's not dumb.
She doesn't have the intelligence of a fucking piece of shit. Got
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's a little rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little rude, but true.
Kids need it sometimes.
Man, we're zip a zoopy doopy doo. So let's go on to Fight Club.
Okay, Bill Cosby.
Jesus.
Oh no! Don't
Zip-a-doo-doo-dah.
associate me with him.
Oh, I think you're
One
already
of the
associated.
things...
Interrupted you.
Yeah, that's fine. One of the things people love to debate about is who would win in a fight. Would a bull win or would a horse win?
What about the both of them, bull and a horse, like trying to get out of the lady, like trying to push each other out of the way to get to this show in Tijuana, where this lady's in a cow costume, and she's about to get it rammed up there.
I think the bull wins. It's just stronger, I think. So in our Fight Club section, we indulge ourselves and talk about who would win in a mythological fight to the death. We will pit this week's subject, Epona, against one we discussed in earlier podcasts, with our lead mythologist, myself, defending the creature. And I get to challenge either Dylan or Valya. Since Valya toyed with my heart last time, I will kick his ass this time.
Challenge!
So, it'll be myself against Valya. So, we'll take this time to go over stats. As mentioned before, they'll be available on our website. We'll let you know when the website's available. And, so we like to go over stats. And Epona is a goddess. She isn't particularly a warrior goddess, per se. But she would still have some strengths and of being a god. Strengths and speed. So I think strength-wise, I'd probably say at least a 6. I mean, even weak gods are strong.
I think that's fair. What else we put that with?
What?
Not much.
It's actually on par with the Minotaur in strength.
Well, that's
then.
not on there, so I can't see that.
The speed-wise, I don't think she's necessarily... Well, she's on a horse.
But
So I think her speed is really good.
so is she always on a horse? Or like...
Oh, yeah, you never see her without a horse.
Okay.
She has her white mare.
Mayor?
Mare.
Like the dude from Portlandia, the mayor?
You think she got something on that horse? Like, on that saddle, you think she's rocking something on that horse?
Oh my
She's got a cock horse.
goodness. I can't believe
So I
you
think her
just
speed...
offended her like
Her
that.
speed's got to be like a 7.
Probably.
But she can't fight as well when she's on the horse.
Have you seen people fight on horses?
Yes, I've seen Troy.
Oh, okay.
Why would
amazing.
so many people be on horses and fighting if it was worse?
Have you listened to Dan Carlin's hardcore history about the
I have,
cons?
actually. It's very
Dude.
good.
Those sons of bitches fought on horses like nobody else.
Yeah, but that didn't allow them to be as accurate for one, and you just can't be as precise on a horse as
Do you
would
remember
be on your feet.
when he was talking about how they timed when they shot bows for when all the horses' hooves were off the ground?
No.
Like, how fucking crazy is that? That's a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
That is pretty nuts.
It is.
Yeah,
So,
alright.
this chick, probably the master of all that, if I had to speak for her.
Okay.
Does she have,
Also, remember, she's very good on horses. She's good with horses.
she's the horse.
She can really take a horse.
I don't know.
Intelligence-wise, I would say she's half horse. But intelligence-wise, I'd say she has godlike intelligence, so at least a little better than humans. There's nothing that particularly puts her as intelligent more so than anything else, so I'd say like a 5 maybe.
Hermes to human Harvard scale. What we talk. Human Hermes.
What's Hermes' intelligence?
Hermes is
9, actually.
Siete.
No, sorry, 6. I was right the
A
first
6? I'd say it.
Yes.
She must be on par with him then. 6?
I'd agree with
6.
that.
Durability, she's a god. Hermes is like 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 10 durability.
Dude, all
She's
our
a god.
gods are 10 right now for durability.
I think durability for a god should always be 10, probably.
Can we have an attractiveness stat?
Oh.
She was very beautiful, it said, so I'd say she can push about probably 900 to 1,200 boats.
Oh, yeah, the old boat stats.
Good callback.
But I feel like she's probably one of those chicks that, like, you know, she probably didn't wash her hair very much because she's all with this horse, and she's probably just like a filthy hippie type of guy, you know? Like, she might be super attractive, but you don't want to be around her.
That could be.
We
You
got
know
the
what I'm
herp.
saying?
I don't disagree with that. I think that's fair.
Dude, her
So we'll
fucking
lower the boat count. She
vag
can
is
push about
probably-
500 to 700.
It's so disgusting. The thing's probably all torn up from that saddle. Ugh.
Are these Hermes' boats?
Yes. Our beauty scale is how many of Hermes' boats can one push with their beauty.
How many people are on Hermes' boat at one time? He brings a lot of ladies on those boats.
At least 400.
Okay.
Per boat?
Yeah,
A lot of
That's a
ladies.
big boat.
it's a big boat.
A lot of ladies.
All right. Vulnerabilities for Epona. I didn't really think too much on this one.
People who eat meat,
So I
probably.
guess, yeah, people who
She's probably a vegan.
eat
Asda in the
Horse
UK,
meat.
the seller, the store, Asda. You guys remember that whole thing?
What
There was
is
a
that?
whole thing, I think, a few years ago in the UK where they were found to be selling horse meat and packaging it as beef.
Didn't
There's a freak
Burger
out.
King do that too, or was that just an Onion article that I
It's
remember?
probably all fucking horse meat. Let's just be real. I'm eating some right now, frankly. It's delicious.
Do you remember that Onion video where they interviewed someone who like bit into a Whopper and they discovered a horse head in it? Like, it's one of my favorite Onion things ever. And it showed like a diagram. And it had like a tiny bun, lettuce, tomato, an entire horse head. And then the bottom of the bun. It was so fucking funny. God, I love the Onion.
The Onion is very good. Alright. Her specialty is like horsey powers, so she gets horsies to control. She can summon, have them attack.
Can you neigh once?
Horses are vicious. No.
That's pretty good.
Why don't you give it a shot?
Nay.
That was... I'm going to give that one a nay.
Subpar.
Yay or nay? I give it a nay. Alright. Dylan, you are the moderator of this debate. I have Epona. Who does Valia get?
Furfur's kind of a thing, right? What's this total out of, by the way? For the states.
40.
Wait, no, it
It says
isn't.
that at the top.
No, it isn't.
I'm gonna guess 4 times 10 is.
It didn't get tens and everything.
Let me pull up the
Welcome to
calculator.
Of
Did
Just
it
get a-
really?
Welcome to Of Maths and Men.
It didn't get tens and everything.
Yep, 40.
No,
I
it
calculated it.
Epona's is 29 combo.
didn't. All right. Furfur was like,
Or total.
wasn't that kind of a horse
Furfur's
creature?
26.
Yeah, but wasn't that like a horse creature? Or what am I thinking of?
Part deer.
All right, let's do Furfur. You're a real stupid person. Context, Valia just posted a screenshot of Windows calculator in Discord saying 40. He didn't even do the math.
I did the
Just
math.
as
It doesn't
40.
show the it doesn't
Bullshit.
show the work.
Put it on standard deviation, you
Question
fucking
me. What you want me to do? Sine? Cosine? Fucking
tangent.
tangent? You trick bitch. Oh, I gotta stop
All right.
saying that. All right.
So,
Speaking of tangents,
Furfur,
we are going off on one. So Furfur,
okay. He can only have like 5 minions.
how many horses can I get?
Let's do 5
I feel
also.
like they don't have to be limited because we can each summon enough minions and horses that they just kind of
All right.
negate each other.
That's a good point. I'll just play it by ear. All right.
Location?
Let's say the plains of Africa.
I bless the plains down
Midday.
in Africa.
About to rain. Cloud cover. 87 degrees. Fahrenheit. 28% humidity. The barometric
so good.
pressure
Cold
is...
breeze.
I don't
Washes
know how
over.
barometric pressure
Are
is
you are
measured.
you, are you trying to do that 99% invisible thing? The
No,
freaking
have
BBC
you been
guys?
listening to that?
Yeah, it's a great
Dude,
pod.
did you listen to that one about the weather forecast?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Are you trying
No,
to do that?
No, but I just listened to that one today. That was really interesting.
Fucking fantastic.
Good podcast.
Which one was that?
It's this
So our viewers can listen to it
podcast
instead of
called
us.
99% Invisible, and it's about the hidden design of the world. And
Oh.
this episode, do you remember what it's called, Valia? While I pull it up.
I don't remember what it's called.
Hold on.
Hold on.
It was called The Shipping Forecast.
That's right. The BBC does a shipping forecast for like 100 years. And basically it's amazing. It's just these guys saying random ass terms.
It's a good podcast.
Very nice. So, to start off the fight, I kill Furfur.
Dude, alright. Alright, Adam. Do the outro.
Thank you for
We
listening
finished
to
this
the
episode.
of Stupid Face and Man Grill Time Hour.
Grill time.
Alright, I feel like, Epona's not really a vicious person, so she's not gonna attack outright, but once you start threatening the horses that I've just happened to have around me in the plains of Africa, I feel like then she would kind of start to fight back. So the horses would gnaw probably at your demon minions as they showed up. Just gnaw their
How
heads
many
off.
can I call?
We decided it's kind of negligible.
Negligible.
Because, yeah, whatever. Because we can, I can summon as many horses, ponies, and donkeys and mules that would offset your demons anyway.
Well, the demons are strong though, so I'm gonna call like 500 demons.
That's a lot of demons.
I call 1 million horsey.
Call 2 million
horsey
demons.
counterparts.
Yeah, okay. Let me give you a stipulation here, though. You have to have at least one of them with a boombox tied to the horse that's playing the song Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones.
Can one of my demons
Acceptable.
have a boombox of their own that they're like fighting volume wise, and he's playing Thunderstruck by AC/DC?
Yes.
Cool. All right, now we're getting going.
But the real battle, so that's the side battle. We have that all around us. Epona's very upset because the horses are getting hurt. So she's like, okay, enough of this, and charges at Furfur to end this, because your organizational skills are definitely helping with the demons.
Now,
And I feel like, as a god, Epona has the strength, she has the speed to just go right into you, barrel, and beat you up.
now let me remind you of this triangle power. If you make a triangle of horses, oh boy.
That's true, then he has to speak the truth.
Boy.
So, Furfur, he's able to summon enough minions to basically give some sort of layer of protection for himself as this hoe is coming at him. So that's the first line of defense for him. But then, as soon as he sees what's her name within reach,
Epona
within reach, Ebola, he's gonna just jump and attack.
Dude,
right?
Still getting our money's worth with that sound effects soundboard. Sounded like a cougar who was very far away.
That's the point. Very far away. So yeah, he's got his minions in protecting him because Epona's about to attack. Right? She's about to get Epona. If you know what I'm saying. And as soon as she takes out enough of them, he just jumps in, starts clawing away. Claw, 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 claw. Does that work?
So, I think Epona, kind of as a counterattack, as the attack starts going, she is part horse. We discussed this before. And the horses have really powerful teeth. So she's going to just start gnawing. Just, and then as she gnaws, she's trying a little trash talking. So she says, I will guard you to the land of dead.
Furfur replies, what?
The insult is not effective.
You had something in your mouth, I think, when you said that,
But
and
it's
it
like
wasn't
your
my
face. So
Also, I fuck him in the ass.
oh. So
But yeah,
is a male
Furfur's
horse.
confused as to what she said, but he's really curious, so he just goes, what?
Say again.
I spit a little bit of fur out of my mouth, and I repeat, I'm going to guide you to the land of the dead.
So, I mean, horse teeth are generally designed for eating like grass and shit.
Yeah, they're straight.
They're very powerful.
Yeah, well,
The jaw is strong, yeah. Furfur's durable as fuck, though.
He is durable. He's got a solid 8.
So is Epona with a solid
Yeah,
10.
but the
The
durability...
strength does not beat the durability of yours, though. So I feel like, yes, I agree. It wouldn't be terribly
So it's
effective.
literally some
it
chick
would
just
hurt.
gnawing on Furfur, and he's like, what did you say? That doesn't hurt, you stupid bag.
I feel like given a fight to the death, you could tear some chunks out of Furfur.
Do you have any weapons?
That's what I was going to ask. You don't
No,
have
not
any
really.
like, inherent weapons, do you? Besides just...
No, not really.
Close.
She's just a woman. on a
She's
horse.
got the power to.
So the
make
horse
you
is
feel like a
also
piece of
gnawing
shit.
on you.
See, I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like Furfur has the ability with its claws and teeth and stuff, even with less strength, to rip apart whatever her name is. I keep forgetting.
She pulls out a cornucopia of food and offers it as a truce.
What say you to that cornucopia?
Would you like to eat the food?
I would probably advise against it.
I say Furfur
You can advise.
takes the
I do
cornucopia,
not advise, but I strongly suggest.
throws it in the moderator's face, and says,
I'm not even present. Super effective. I ate
No.
all of the strawberries out of the cornucopia.
how were they?
Pretty good.
Oh man, should have had those. But yeah, I
I'll
think
throw
I think
some
in a
to you.
one-on-one battle, if there's no minions and all that bullshit where it's tactical, I think Furfur has the ability because he has natural weapons like claws and teeth, whereas like the reverse, the teeth on the horse, the jaw is strong, but they're not going to rip apart Furfur with its durability. So it's like, what other weapons do you have?
Epona's not really a fighter.
Yeah,
have
she
to
seems
agree.
peaceful.
I think this Furfur, given enough time and given the durability of Epona, unless you guys have any other arguments, I think he'd probably
I mean,
take care of her.
I really was banking on the cornucopia. I filled it with salty food,
Mm.
so I was hoping that
You
he'd.
salted
Get
these
chopped
strawberries?
turtles in there.
Yeah, the strawberries were
You
salted.
motherfucker.
Were there
Pretty
chocolate
good, though.
turtles in there?
Dude, I'll eat some more.
What if I
once.
gave Furfur nightmares?
He'd be
I
like,
mean-
"Great, I'm an evil freaking god thing. This is so much worse than what I had before."
The nightmare is that a memo wasn't sent correctly, so organization is just
I
ruined.
saw that. That organization is pretty important to you, Valia.
It is. That's
What's your countermeasure? Did you have
I get my
project
trapper keeper out,
coordinator?
and sort things out because I was so organized beforehand that they don't really impact me because I can be like, "Nope, that was fake."
Does
I'm
it have
organized
like
enough.
Technicolor dolphins on it?
It does.
All right, I think we gotta
100%.
call it there. Furfur wins.
Fuck. Alright, I agree.
Technicolor dolphins really set it over the.
That put
The
it over the
boiling
edge for
point.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no...
Mm.
I didn't really think there was much of a
Well,
chance. She's not a
I
fighter.
mean, you're durable though. You're
Is
like
she a sinner?
Duracell battery.
What about a grinner?
She what?
Is she a grinner or a
A
sinner?
midnight finner.
Playing her music in the sun?
The cranberry
She a
sauce?
joker? Maybe a smoker?
A midnight token.
Toker?
All right.
Where does she get her lovin'?
Furfur wins.
It's on the run.
Finish.
All right.
her.
C'est fini. Au revoir, Ricky.
How would Furfur finish
Would you
Epona
rip
off?
out
I'll do
that
it in
horse's
French, all right?
spine and shove it up her fucking
Do it in
ass?
French.
I say salut. And then I just name a bunch more cities in France.
Good
Toulouse,
enough.
Caen,
Nice.
Marseille, Paris,
I've had enough of this.
and then I claw up Apollon.
All right, Epona wins. Furfur loses.
That's fair.
No, Furfur
If you
wins.
play by the rules, that's fair.
Would you like to finish your finishing, or shall
How do
I
you
just...
finish this?
I go. Sai blam go moi.
Oh my god.
Sai blam.
Molly STD.
Sai
Wait,
blam
wait,
go
wait,
moi
wait,
moi 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 moi.
What are you doing?
It's that French song.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ooh, dog, guay, guay, fi, fi, sa.
What the fuck is
Ooh.
going on here? Alright, let's just fucking finish this thing already. I'm tired of this French bullshit.
You don't like France?
No offense to our French listeners, I would totally go to France given the chance.
You mo, guay, guay, fi, di,
Oh my
sao.
god. I'm gonna quit this podcast.
All right, today we learned about Epona. We learned that she is a goddess of horses, of fertility. She can kind of go into dreams, maybe. She sometimes leads people to their death. Well, after they die, she leads them to the other world. Same thing. We told the tale of how she was created. Some random guy just decided to bang a horse because he hated women.
That doesn't make any sense in hindsight.
A goddess for a child.
That doesn't make any sense in hindsight.
He was like in the town square.
At all.
Like, you're all the worst. I'm just going to go bang a horse because of it. And they all just looked at him and were like,
all right.
Okay.
Cool, buddy. Probably had some problems before this.
And we found out that because she's not really a fighter, she's a protector of horses, she kind of would probably lose a fight against Furfur. And if you've enjoyed what you've heard, please swing by iTunes to leave a rating and review. You can also leave a rating and review on Stitcher, if you prefer. And you can send us positive vibes on Twitter at Myths and Men, or on Facebook at the Of Myths and Men podcast page. And we hope to see you next week when we talk about something else. And hopefully Dylan will return.
Bestiality is a crime.
Say mercy. Mercy. You gotta do the accent, man.
Mercy.
It's just not worth it without the accent.
The music you heard on this podcast is called Call to Adventure by Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech.com. It is licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. I would like to read one more Rotten Tomatoes review for
Do it.
Max Keeble's Big
Do
Move.
it.
This is by Chris N. He posted on July 31st, 2013.
2013? People are still watching this fucking travesty of a movie?
2013.
That's what I said, Adam.
2013.
It's very clear. Wow.
He gave a 4.5 stars, and he says
what? 20?
5. And he says, "Fuck you, Rotten Tomatoes."
Is that what he really said?
So he's reviewing Rotten Tomatoes, not the movie.
It's a valid point.
Apparently,
He's just using the large stage of Max Keeble to do so, to make this protest.
Yeah. He couldn't have picked a bigger movie to state his case on.
He was on The Godfather, and then he was like, you know what? I'm going to take a step up. And he went to Max Keeble.
You know what?
Merci.
Beaucoup?
Merci beaucoup.
Toodles.
Or...
Je m'appelle Adam.
Alright, I'm gonna stop
Comment
recording.
t'appelles-tu?